What's good? What's good? What's good? Pro Wrestling Shoot listeners, it is Jesse and James here for another episode of the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We're going to be diving into Survivor Series War Games, as well as that WWE 2K24 talk. Let's get into it. Pro Wrestling Shoot! Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Shoot. As I said before, I'm Jesse. He is James, here for another exciting episode of the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We got a lot to dive into over this past weekend. We got Full Gear. James attended Full Gear. We won't say exactly everything that happened because, YouTube won't allow us to talk about some brutality that took place during Full Gear, so we won't go into too much detail on that. Don't want to get the slap from YouTube, you know what I mean? So, James, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's crazy time right now. It's 2 days from now, Thanksgiving, bro.
Thanksgiving. I'm excited, man. Look, we're gonna have to have some Thanksgiving talk too, man, because it's all about food. I got to before we dive into it, James, what is your favorite side dish at Thanksgiving?
Oh man, it's a toss up. I mean, for me, um, I would say the mac and cheese, the mashed potatoes, even the stuffing. I'll be one out there. I've done the stovetop branded one. I know homemade one is the way to go. I've done that a few times. And then obviously my family, I think it's yours too. You got to have tamales on the table. Thanksgiving and Christmas.
We don't do tamales for Thanksgiving. I didn't get that picture,
Yeah,
by
we
the
do.
way, that you tried to send me. I didn't get that
I
that picture for some reason. It's not going through. But either way, dude. So there is a side for me, man, that is like a must have every single year on Thanksgiving, and it's got to be the bacon wrapped smokies, man. Bacon wrapped smokies and dipped in like the brown sugar and everything. Oh, dude,
I don't
it's a
even think we
must.
do that. Yeah, I don't even think we do that. So
Nah, yeah,
I,
we don't
for
do the
me,
tamales, man.
yeah, we usually there's always a plate of tamales somewhere being boiled.
Turn your volume down from my end, like your micro or your
Okay.
headset volume. Yeah, you're echoing in here. Yeah, dude, we do the stuffing, everything else. Mac and cheese, we don't really do, not for Thanksgiving, but we do everything else, man. We go hard for Thanksgiving. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
excited. I'm thankful for everybody that's in the chat right now. Let's shout them out. Mike, member of the Pro Wrestling Shoot, he said it's all about the
Mike.
game and how you play it. Yeah. Everything Pro Wrestling says, yo, what's going on, Conrad? Isaiah Hill in the house said, yo,
What's
fellas.
up, spokesperson?
The My Rise spokesperson up in here, man. Zali, he said, what's up? RKO is back. War Games. Yes, we're going to dive into that, man. We're going to dive into it. It should be
Mm-hmm.
pretty fun. Gabe, what's going on, bud? Good to see you again. Mike also said, get plenty of rest. Steve God heals all wounds. Let me see here. And Mike says the stuffing. He that's his favorite side dish, man. Steve Kelly, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Glad everybody made it in the chat today. We're gonna be talking some. It's a smaller chat today, definitely because it's not WWE 2K24 on the cover. I'm telling you, YouTube doesn't like it, dude. It does not like it. It's not gonna push it to my people to let them know that we're talking Survivor Series today. But Isaiah Hill says no box mac and cheese. Yeah, you
No,
can't.
no,
You
no,
you
no.
got to do the homemade,
Homemade.
man. You got to do the
No.
homemade
No,
for
homeboy
sure.
brings it over. Homemade.
Yeah, you got to. Everything's got to be home. Well, look, I'm not a hater on
It
stovetop. I
depends.
like
Yeah.
I like me some stovetop.
Yeah, stovetop is fine. It's if you don't have the time to do the homemade, just do it in the box.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Man, there's a lot of stuff that I do want to talk about on WWE 2K24. I know it's not on the flyer, but we're going to definitely have some 2K24 talk because there's been a lot of controversy for that game lately, man. The devs are kind of getting, kind of getting it handed to them. so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
So
hammer.
yeah, it's is what it is, man. I mean, we don't even know anything for sure about WWE 2K24, but they're already getting the hammer just because of the mod ban. So we're definitely going to dive into some mod ban stuff and talk about the pros and cons of it. Mostly cons because a lot of people, they want their modding. I don't know. It's kind of weird about the
It's
mods because look, the only thing that's getting modded is for PC, right? For the most part. I mean, we do get the modded arenas and things like that, but I
but a
think that
majority base comes from PC.
yeah, it's
Would
from
come over to the
PC.
console
So
though,
if
because
you're
they
on the
can.
console, you'll get the arenas, you'll get like some of the My Faction stuff that like Status will upload to community creations, which is great, you know what I mean? But I mean at the end of the day, you kind of got to
Which
think about it like, look, if they want you to pay for the content that's on My Faction, then it's kind of defeating the purpose, right?
Yeah,
Of
which it's all all due respect. We've obviously heard it from Status numerous of times that 2K has gone after him, and he still pulls out the content.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, look, I get it from both sides. Like, I get it being upset, then I get it from the other side of, hey, that's their money. They're losing money. They want you to go after the content. So I mean, it's in the middle. You know.
It's rough, dude. It's a rough situation. Look, but nothing is for sure for WWE 2K24. They did put the mod ban in place for 2K23, but I mean, a lot of people are thinking it's the devs, and it's really not the devs. The devs don't have anything to do with this call. This is a 2K call. You know what I mean? In
Mm-hmm.
general, and yeah. So I can tell you a lot of devs that actually really enjoy the mods that are put out on the community creations and on PC. Actually, all the mods. I don't know if you knew this. None of them are console players. They are all PC players. They work on this on their PCs. They play on PC. They are all PC players. None of them have a console that they're playing on. So it's kind of, I don't know, weird to think that it's PC hate too because they love the PC gaming.
I think there's just the freedom of it, by the game, and then there's so much you can do.
Yeah.
We've seen it with Fight Forever, so that's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah.
But I mean, I totally get it from their side. Yeah, I get it. PC. It's just so much freedom you can do on there. A lot.
Everything pro wrestling says smokies or glizzies. Dude, if you
Yeah.
haven't had the bacon wrapped smokies with dipped in brown sugar and stuff like that, oh, dude,
I think we had the double eggs.
perfection, dude. I'm telling you,
The
it is
double eggs
fat man's
now.
dream. I promise you. It's
Do you do one Thanksgiving or do you do? Because I before I used to
I
just do
got
the
two this
one.
year. Actually, I got three this year. So my work, my shoot job, brother, is actually putting on a Thanksgiving dinner for us tomorrow, and it's kind of like a potluck Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's not like top of the line Thanksgiving or anything, but I think somebody is actually they're not getting like a store bought pre-made
Turkey.
turkey or anything. They're actually making a turkey and bringing it to work. So it should be pretty interesting, man. They're actually deep frying the turkey and bringing it to work.
Yes,
So
that's the
that's
way to
gonna
go. That
yeah,
is the way to go.
it's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna eat Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow at lunchtime. Thanksgiving dinner on
You're gonna be
Thursday, and
falling
then
asleep pretty early.
yeah, and then my family is actually doing Thanksgiving on Friday because like my wife's side of the family and stuff. We're all doing it on a Friday, which three days of Thanksgiving, man. I'm gonna be turkeyed out. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, turkey. Yeah, my side we do. On my mother-in-law side, they do it around the afternoon. My family, my mom and dad, they used to do the cooking. They got over that crap. Now they just do the catering because it's just too much of a hassle, and that will be at night.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Oh, Zolly says homemade. I hope I'm saying that right. Zolly, is that right? Zoli?
Um,
Zoli Harley?
Zolly, I think. Yeah.
Zolly, okay.
Sorry.
Homemade lasagna. So I actually heard this in the Everything Pro Wrestling chat. Homemade lasagna. I've never heard of that for Thanksgiving.
I think Chris. I know Christmas. We just do whatever. Usually, we done the turkey and ham on Thanksgiving, and then do
Okay.
whatever on Christmas. Usually,
So
I mean,
Christmas we usually do we
we've
do a
done.
Salvadorian dish on Christmas for my wife's side of the family because they're Salvadorian. But on my my parents they do Thanksgiving on Christmas, pretty much again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
pretty
do
much.
we do the turkey and everything again, which I'm okay with. It's twice a year. I mean, I'm good with
I
it.
mean, how often do you eat turkey and ham?
Twice a year. Well,
Yeah,
this
just the
this year it's gonna be like five
three,
times.
four.
Five
You're gonna have a
times.
lot. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna
No
be a
going
lot.
to no getting some drive-through food. You better eat that leftovers.
No, I won't be eating. I don't really like drive-through food anyway, dude. I'm so burnt out from being like a driver and eating that crap out on the
Hmm.
road. It's just not good. But
Yeah.
man, AEW, how'd you enjoy Full Gear, dude? I want to dive into that. Full Gear. How was that experience for you? You had floor tickets. We're actually going to be posting some of your shorts, right, on our channel.
Yes.
So
There's a lot. I got to go
okay,
through them.
some of your shorts will be posted on
So
our YouTube channel, so
I'll,
you
I'll
guys can
say
check out the
this.
live experience.
I This is probably the first time I've got floor way in the back, but security was very chill. So what pretty much my row, they would just go in the back. There was only one row behind us and then a little open gap. Everyone was just standing up, so they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna stand up the whole time. Security wasn't bugging. You're really not blocking anybody's view, so it was perfect. Pretty much I was against the guard road a few times. Everyone else was. Everybody was chill. It was a sold out show. It was like I think 11,000. But man, for first ever pay per view in Los Angeles, it did good numbers, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come back there. Probably the most they've had for an AEW
And
pay per view.
they're gonna come back. It's California. I'm so sick of California. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
We
There is
bring the
no
fans. We brought
reason. There is no reason why
War
you
Brothers.
guys should have gotten a ladder match 5 freaking times in a row. There's no reason for it. There's no reason you guys get every ladder match in AEW and Seattle gets nothing. I'm sick of that. Like we did get Zack Sabre Jr. versus Bryan Danielson, but come on. I mean, dude, I'll take a ladder match over that. I'm just saying. I'm a ladder match guy. I like, and you guys
Yeah.
got the better swerve. Look, I didn't think it could get better than the
oh,
Hangman Adam Page
oh,
and Swerve
jeez.
match that we
It
got.
was
But the match that
it
you
was
guys
gnarly.
got
It was
was
gnarly.
by far in I may get some heat for saying this, but that was match of the year for me, and maybe even one of the better matches that I've ever seen in AEW.
And guess what? The right person won. I'm surprised they went that way.
Whose
Icing on
house?
the cake. Swerve Rams house.
Swerve's
yeah,
house,
yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah, I was really disappointed to find a picture on the internet of Swerve wearing a Rams jacket at a Seahawks game. The boy is from Seattle. Like, what is going on?
Los
I don't
Angeles.
get it.
Who knows?
And it's because of that we lost that game. I'm telling you, like it's all Swerve's fault. I'm gonna blame him. But dude, Swerve, what a star. I've always loved Swerve. I've been watching Swerve since I discovered him in Defy Wrestling over in Seattle. So Swerve is absolutely incredible. Got to watch some of him in Lucha Underground as well on TV. So
Mm-hmm.
getting to see him and what he's done in AEW has been quite the treat, man. Swerve is the man. And as much crap as I've given Adam Hangman Page, that boy put on one hell of a performance in Los Angeles. I'm really excited for you that you got to see that match because I couldn't take my eyes off the screen during that match. Like, and that's
Yeah,
rare for me.
it was. Oh man, it was just crazy. The reactions we had in the crowd. A couple of times, of course, when you're on the floor, you get a disadvantage at times, and
Yeah,
you probably heard a few times of the fan chanting "Turn on the screen." Eventually,
yeah,
they did. But man, just getting nice views. I had a very good view of the cinder block or the concrete block a few times.
yeah.
The stapling, just everything in general.
What a crazy story these guys told in the ring, man. Like that's
Yeah,
it for a death match because that's what it was. I'm not a fan of death matches. I'm just not. It's not my cup of tea. I get worried for these performers at times. I feel like these guys took it to the limit, but didn't go over the
yeah,
limit. The one
nothing
spot that we will
extreme.
not talk about in the match is the one spot that I would take away from it. And I'm sure if you guys all watched it, you know what I'm talking about. I just can't. I don't want to say that on YouTube because I don't want, any repercussions. It is very graphic, and that is the one spot that I would go. I would be good if that wasn't in the match. But other than that,
And Brian
Um,
Cage.
yeah, I wish that would have stayed out too. The match
I
was so
mean,
good
I
without
I
it.
totally get it. I get why he's involved. Just meh. At some point it was gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, man. Phenomenal night, man. I thought that the show for AEW was stellar. I enjoyed it more than Wrestle Dream, and I attended Wrestle Dream, and that's rare that I'll pick a show that I didn't attend over the one I attended. But it was just a better show, dude. All around better show. I
Yeah,
enjoyed every match. I thought everything had entertaining value to it. Even the Jericho and Omega versus the Bucks match, that was still a really good match. Like I'm
I
not
had a
gonna.
good view from the bar for that. Which it's funny because I don't know how it is for other venues, but there was a bar literally on the floor level. I was like, I've
Yeah,
never seen that before. So that was perfect view. Um, but yeah, it was no complaints. I enjoyed the show, and honestly, 9 matches or what was it, 9, 10? Yeah, 9 matches on the card. Pretty solid. Nothing extreme. Nothing additional that was like out of the reach. It was
I
good.
thought that ladder match was going to be the match of the night, and you're like, we still have the Texas Death Match, and I was like, there's no way that's topping it. Like that ladder match was insane. It was filled with entertainment, and
Don't ever underestimate Swerve.
now like I was wrong. That match
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
delivered.
yeah.
Julia Hart walked away with the TBS title, which should have happened at Wrestle Dream if you ask me, but still great match. The women threw
The
down in that
story
match.
was there, so I get it. No
Yep,
problems with it.
good.
Orange
MJF got
retaining.
his title back, so that was good. I thought that match. It was just there's a lot of stuff that went into that, right? Like, how you gonna let Adam Cole walk down the ramp with a busted ankle,
It's like I mentioned.
but you're gonna hold back MJF with a
Yeah,
busted
I
leg. I don't know.
don't.
It's just really weird. Really weird
WCW.
stuff, but for story
Very.
purposes, I get it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But all in all, man, great show. A lot of fun. It was yeah, pretty cool, man. And now we're heading in to this Saturday's Survivor Series, which is
Man,
it used to be one of my least favorite pay-per-views, but now that they've added War Games, it's got me pretty excited. There's a lot of things happening on
it's
Survivor
funny.
Series. Go
It's
ahead.
funny. This reminds me of like the big anticipation, like what's gonna happen. We're over there at SummerSlam, and then day before, hey, we have Rampage, and you know who showed up. And now we're kind of in the different realm. Now it's the other way around. We're not there for this show, and something big might happen here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There's a lot of things circulating in the air, right? Like we got Randy Orton returning, just arrived. So Randy Orton's on Team Cody. Mike says AEW Jay White got robbed. He says, "Dang,
Buried. You got
let's
buried.
go to war." Steve Kelly says, "Homemade everything." Mike also says a swerve match with Hangman was 5 stars. Julia Hart was awesome. Jason's in the house, said Swerve Strickland is amazing. Yeah, that's my boy, man. Swerve is he's push him to the top, man. He's great. Zolly
Future
says I
champ.
still have the PS4. Is it come out? Is it coming out on PS4? I'm not sure if it's coming out on PS4. I would think it is, but who knows?
More than
K
likely, it will.
K K Money is King, throwing it down over there on Twitch. Says
What's
what's
up,
good,
K
what's
Money?
going on, K Money. I appreciate you, man. He follows us on X as well, and he's been watching some of the game streams as well. Guys, if you want to watch me game on Modern Warfare, then that's the place to go. Or even WWE when it comes out, I'll be streaming over there on Twitch as well. So yeah, go and check that out. Mike says will fit for AEW is his match was tight. What will
I'm
fit?
just, I think he's saying the match fit AEW's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's very
Matthew
AEW.
Lopez in the house says Swerve versus Page was insane. Jason says looking good, James.
Thanks,
Don't
Jason.
encourage him, Jason. Don't encourage him.
Hey, hey,
James, you
hey,
get
hey,
that?
hey.
You get that headset?
No, not yet. I had other
My
things to
wife
pay
has
for.
told me that I harassed you too much to get a better headset for the
You're
PS5.
the only one bugging me for the headset. I've asked
And
everyone
I'll
else,
tell
and they're
you
like, "Oh,
what.
your mic is fine."
I'll tell you what. I don't feel like it's harassment at all. I think that you have the crappiest mic on PlayStation 5 and you need to get a better mic.
You're the only one.
If
I
I'm
haven't.
streaming, we're gaming and I'm streaming, I'm muting you on the side. I'm telling you, it sounds like you're swallowing the mic. I'm just saying. Like,
Okay, I don't know.
it's
It must be a transition thing from PlayStation to Xbox.
could be. Either
That's what
way,
I
it
think.
sucks. It's well, no, because when I was talking to you on the PlayStation as well, when I was playing from PlayStation, it still sounded the same.
Yours was echoing bad.
Well, it
That
won't
was
now
when we
because
played.
why? I got the mic I told you to get. So now we're good. Go get some Astros, man. It's on sale right now. By the way, everybody, if you're gaming and you're spending money on Amazon this year for Christmas or anything gaming, check out the link in the description because that is my affiliate link. Go click that affiliate link, use that promo code SHOOT, and get yourself some free shipping on Amazon, man. Anything gaming related, anything Black Friday related, go and check it out before the time is up and you will get the discount and you will get free shipping on all Black Friday supplies, anything gaming, anything you want, and use our affiliate link. It's in the description. You don't have to give us a dime. You're already going to spend it on Christmas. Go and use our link. You know what I mean? That is a great way to support us. It's free. Well, I mean, it's not free when you're shopping, but if you're going to buy it anyway, you know what I mean? Use the link. Use the link, man. Gabe says, in Defy, Swerve went by Shane Strickland, if I'm not mistaken. You are not mistaken,
Mm,
sir. Shane Strickland was the name. And he eventually became Swerve Scott Strickland, I think.
yeah, Swerve Scott, and then
Swerve
eventually
Scott Strickland in Defy as well. So yeah, you're right. Mike says right. Jesse Matthew Lopez says AEW Medical should be investigated. That's a fact, dude. How you gonna let Adam Cole walk to the ring like that? He's not even walking. How you gonna let him crutch to the ring
WCW.
like that? Come on,
That's
man.
all it smells like. 2000s WCW.
Steve Kelly said I would wear a Green Bay Packers jersey at a Seahawks game. Steve, we're not going to be talking right now. Everything Pro Wrestling says, why tease Punk fans?
Clout
We're going to get into it.
chasing.
We're definitely going to get into it. Isaiah Hill says WWE 2K24 snippet trailer Survivor Series. So this is what I'm excited for Survivor Series. I'm excited to see if we're finally getting CM Punk, right? Like all the CM Punk teases going on. You got what's his name? Sean Ross Sapp turning him down, saying that he's been told nothing. His sources are reliable. There's no chance that they wouldn't lie to him or the sources above them wouldn't lie to the sources, right? So, whatever. We've teased Punk too much. We've showed Pepsi cans. We've done GTSs. We've talked about Chicago a lot. We've got the Thunderbolts in the logo. We got you
The X
name
and the
it.
smoke.
You name it, we have teased for CM Punk showing up at Survivor Series. At this point, WWE should be eaten alive if he doesn't show up because, you know, for them telling Sean Ross Sapp, hey, we don't want to give fans unrealistic expectations. Well, you probably shouldn't have teased it so much on your show, but Shinsuke Nakamura has been calling out somebody. It's been, a secret. So I got 5 matches to talk about tonight, but I guess we'll talk about the 6th match, which could be Shinsuke Nakamura versus either CM Punk or could it be Okada? Is Okada coming to WWE? I don't know. It's 2 possibilities, but man, it really seems like it's going to be CM Punk.
We'll see. We'll see. I think they're clout chasing.
But it's not smart.
Yeah, well, they seem to do it. I mean, they did it. They did it right immediately after he got fired. They did it right away.
I don't think this is a good thing for the fans or WWE, if you ask me.
How many majority of those fans are going to be disappointed that if he doesn't go there?
We'll find out, I guess. We will find out, man, if he doesn't show up. I just think that
Let's see what they do tomorrow is the question. Are they going to tease anything?
Turn me down in your headphones a little bit more. Definitely echoing through them. Yeah, look, I guess we'll find out the repercussions of what will happen for WWE or CM Punk. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a crazy thing. But one good thing that may come of Survivor Series. Look, we do get Randy Orton back. That was announced yesterday on Monday Night Raw. But we may get A WWE 2K24 teaser.
Yes.
Maybe back your mic up or something. I don't know why I'm still coming through you.
Hmm.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It's it's a bad deal. It's a bad deal. Um, yeah, so apologies to anybody listening on the audio platforms. Honestly, if you're listening on the audio platforms, do us a favor, give us a 5-star rate and a friendly review. Helps us out on that platform. Um, Monetization is real on Spotify, so the more you share, the more you like, the more you interact with the audio platforms, it helps bump us in those numbers. So that is great. I would appreciate that. And if you're watching on the video right now, man, give us a like. Give us a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't know what you're waiting for. The Pro Wrestling Shoot is a fun place to come and hang out. Mike says RKO/Claymore. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. And he also
Mm-hmm.
says, my prediction is Drew versus Randy, 1 RKO versus 1 Claymore. Conrad from Everything Pro Wrestling throwing in that Amazon link. Thank you so much, man. That is
Mm-hmm.
where you can go to do your holiday shopping. It's a one-stop shop, man. Amazon has it all. Go and use our affiliate link. It helps us out. It's free for you to support us, and you can get your Christmas goods, man. It's a win-win. What do you think, James?
Oh yeah, definitely win-win. You get free shipping and you get Christmas shopping. I don't know about you. I'm trying to get it done as soon as possible.
That's cool. While you're doing it, get that mic that I sent you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, we'll
get the
see.
mic, use the link, get the free shipping, James. I mean, it's a win-win. You just said it. Use the mic. You're already going shopping for a mic. It's not going to hurt you. You know what I mean? Guys in the chat, if you want to have a good sounding James on our live streams when it comes to Twitch, give me a
Don't
hell
go to
yeah. And
StreamYard.
tell him to get the mic because right now his mic is sounding like booty. I promise you. Mike says, I think CM Punk will make a pop or some type of appearance. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's crazy. Everything Pro Wrestling says James needs to watch WCW 2000. James needs to obviously go run back and watch everything from WCW just to see how much certain people were over, according to our conversations earlier.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
I'm telling you right now, this guy knows nothing before John Cena. So yeah,
I know a
don't want to.
little bit of. I
I don't.
know
I
a
don't want to
little
hear it.
bit.
No, you know
No, I
what
no,
Reddit told you.
no, that's not true.
You
I just
read
throw
the
it in
bad
to stir
stuff.
the pot.
Yeah, I know. I know you stir the pot. You piss me off, is what you do. You don't know what you're talking about. Everything Pro Wrestling says, I don't think you know how bad it was. Yeah, WCW 2000 was terrible. I still haven't went back and watched any of that, man. I think it started getting bad towards the end of '99, or maybe even the beginning. I don't know. I was kind of watching it in
Mid
'99. It wasn't.
'99 at least.
Yeah, Matthew Lopez says WCW 2000 was bad. Oklahoma,
Oh,
Kiss Demon,
oh.
the many pole matches I can go on. Yeah. Oh man. Everything Pro Wrestling. Nah, fans should poo poo on this.
They
On what?
won't.
The Survivor Series? I think he's talking about
If Punk
Survivor
doesn't
Series.
come out, which
Yeah.
guess what? They're not gonna poo poo on it.
Mike says the game. Triple H. Lamar says, is Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic and Heritage Cup going to be in WWE 2K24? I'll tell you
Ah,
this, man. I
your favorite
sure, I sure as hell hope
tournaments.
not, because I don't do tournaments, man.
Yeah,
We just had
tournaments.
a conversation like not that long ago. I think it was today, or I
Even
don't know.
last pod.
I look, the
Hey
AEW
Brian,
is
how did
doing
he
that.
get in? How did he get content with you? Oh, a tournament, you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Listen, it's different when I'm competing, okay? And it's real. It's real. It's not predetermined. I had to work my ass off in that tournament. It wasn't predetermined. I
Oh, a
won
tournament, you
legitly.
say?
Actually, I was runner up, but I won to that spot legitimately. So, yeah, it's not a predetermined tournament on wrestling, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Honestly, Lamar, though, I hope that those game modes
I'm
are in
I'm
for
pretty
you
sure
because
they'll
they
be
need to be.
in.
Yeah. Ellie Meyer says after that GTS tease by Nakamura, it should be Punk. The crowd will chant Punk's name up until Shinsuke's segment happens. You're in Chicago. That's what I mean. James, I really don't think you understand this crowd when it happens. I think that it's going to be chaos if CM Punk is not the guy that comes out that curtain. I'm
Yeah, they'll
telling
be
you.
fine. They'll walk. They'll be. Where? Let me see. Where's Raw the night after or 2 days after? That's a good question.
I don't know, but I don't know. My rise time, Survivor Series, Isaiah Hill says. Everything Pro
Let's
Wrestling says
see.
branding matters. That's a fact, dude. It is a fact. So
They are in
look at that.
Tennessee.
Hey, Conrad threw that hell yeah in there for you to get a good mic. So click that link, James. Ellie Meyer says we could get get a Punk vignette and the men's War Games match, and it's announced that Punk will return at the Royal Rumble event. Good. Honestly, if they announce anything with Punk, that would be great. That would be great.
See, the only speculation I could say, if they already put Orton in there, I think that was like, well, we want somebody to return or something. There you go. Let's just put Orton in there so we can stop all the CM Punk stuff.
Something, man. I mean, look, I don't care. Like, I want CM Punk to return to wrestling because I'm
I
a
mean,
Punk
are
fan.
you watching Survivor Series for just to see if Punk returns, or just watching Survivor Series because?
Honestly, I am kind of intrigued on what happens, like with all the teasing and stuff like that. Will he return? Will he not? I am excited for War Games just because I like War Games, but all the rest of the matches on the card, I mean, you tell me, are you excited for Gunther versus The Miz? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not.
Nope.
Okay, well then there you go.
There's
Why are you
one.
watching Survivor Series? Are you
Honestly, just
not
War Games.
intrigued to see if they're
Just War
going to
Games.
bring
No,
CM
I
Punk
mean
back?
that's a factor. I mean, am I going in there expecting it? I mean, it is what it is. You know.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling. I
I
want
won't
to
be.
see.
I mean, either way, I won't be disappointed. I won't. If he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. I mean,
Look,
I
I'm not
get it.
trying to
It's,
get
I
my
get
hopes
it.
up.
It's.
I just think that it's bad. Like you don't go and tease all this stuff and then get away with it. If this was AEW,
I mean, they
if
used
this
to
was
do.
AEW and you put teasers out there and you didn't deliver on those teasers, would the fans not eat that up?
WWE fans, not
No,
today's
no.
did.
AEW fans too.
Oh well, AEW, yes, but
They
WWE
would be
side,
mad that the teasers didn't come through, right?
oh yeah, but WWE
Okay.
side,
There you go.
I don't know. It's a different reach now with them. I mean,
Yeah. It is, but I'm
I
just
mean, I've
trying
heard
to
the
be
yeah. No, I
trying to
totally
play devil's
understand it.
advocate here because look, fans do this for both companies. Like I don't care if you're on WWE side or Team AEW. I look, I watch them all right now, and to be quite honest, I'm not feeling either one of them. Like, do you feel him, sir? No, I don't. I don't feel either company right now because I just feel like I look all out, or I mean, Full Gear, great pay per view. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. Can Survivor Series return the favor, right, to the fans? I don't know. Steve Kelly says, do you think Randy Orton turns on his team? Could be.
Well,
He's got some payback for Jey Uso. He could turn on Cody Rhodes.
oh
I
god,
don't know.
I do we have Jay? Do we have him go back to Roman in the bloodline? Oh, jeez. I would not be surprised if they do something like that.
We're in the third inning.
Yeah, I think he said that recently too. I think he said it like, "Oh no, you guys think we moved third inning, pal."
Third inning. We're still in the third inning. Devin says, "I'll be right back. Got a
That's one.
shower. Just got done with haircut. Hey man, looking fresh. I can't argue it, man. Go get that hair off you."
Mm-hmm.
So Mike says, Steve Kelly, yes, and Drew will turn on the Judgment Day. These are some bold predictions right here, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
Adam. Oh, I love that.
That sucks. That shirt was not on sale at the show, but I mean,
Mike says, dude, what is going on with AEW in their merch section?
Yeah,
Their merch sucks lately, dude. They have so much good stuff on their shop. Like when you go online and buy it, it's so many good t-shirts.
Yeah,
Why don't they bring any of this stuff?
Odd. So what they usually do for you, obviously you went to a pay-per-view, I did too. They usually have that typical, I was there live pay-per-view shirt.
It's always those shirts.
You always have like that one superstar or whatever that has commemorative to the location. So like ours, we had the Scissor Me one in the Hollywood sign pretty much. And then a couple of Adam Copeland shirts.
Yeah.
And then action figures and belts. That's it.
Dude, they wonder why AEW's merch is the top seller, right? That's why. Because they don't bring anybody else's merch. Like, it's so rare. Like, I seen some of the Acclaim t-shirts. I seen I didn't even see a Bryan Danielson shirt at Wrestle Dream.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's
like
weird.
I
Especially
know Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. Very, very odd.
You're in California. Did you see any Young Bucks or the Elite merch?
No, I don't. Did I?
Why?
See Young Bucks? I have no idea.
Why? Did you
The
see any
last time,
Swerve merch?
the
Because I
last time
didn't
I
in
was
his
there,
hometown.
yeah, the last time before I went, they had Young Bucks merchandise. It was a Young Bucks logo in the California flag. This
Yeah,
time, nothing.
it's crazy. Mike says tournament,
I
no tournaments. Mike wrote it. Says Punk coming back. I'm stoked. Yes, sir. I hope so, man. I really hope so. Ellie Meyer says I'm watching Survivor Series because it's a big four show and love War Games since WCW Fall Brawl 1998. I don't count War Games 2000 when it had the triple cage from Ready to Rumble. Yeah, look, I don't think anybody does really. The War Games originals, like I liked Fall Brawl all the way back. Geez, 90. I want to say 93, 94, maybe even earlier when they were doing the War Games on that end. I liked War Games. I've
early
always
'90s.
yeah, I've liked War Games since the beginning of that. So, and yes, you're right. It's a big four pay-per-view. I've attended Survivor Series with James. I wasn't a fan of Survivor Series. I felt like the Survivor Series we went to was actually pretty good for what it was, like the brand supremacy, right? Like I'm not really a big fan
Sweep.
of.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of SmackDown versus Raw, right? Like I just
Which
think that's played out.
this, yeah, which is kind of, this one didn't go that route. I thought they were
No,
gonna go the whole Raw SmackDown thing. Now it's, all right. Here's five matches. So
that's true. That's true. I mean, look, dude, it's I'm excited for War Games, but I am also anticipating some answers on these teasers for CM
I can
Punk,
already
right?
say it. I don't know if I see Nakamura coming out at all, doing anything.
Could you imagine that? Could you
I could see
imagine?
that.
Could you
Well,
imagine
okay,
that
so
happening?
if we want to go back, I mean, the rumor was that Punk was gonna fight the Rumble and then feud with Kevin Owens. Obviously, they have Kevin Owens suspended, so I don't know if they just said, "All right, we're gonna rebound and use Nakamura." I'm not sure. He keeps saying that I'm waiting for you. I don't know. I've had two people. Obviously, it's either Punk or Okada. That's my way. I know Okada is obviously New Japan. I
I've
don't know when his contract is
So I
over.
didn't even think of Okada until you brought him up earlier in our chat, and it actually does make sense for Okada to come, I guess. But then tell me about the Pepsi references. Tell me about the GTS. Tell
I
me
think
about
they're.
all
I'm
this other
telling you,
stuff.
they
You know?
are cloud chasing. I think they're just doing it for. I mean, they're not. They know the dirt sheets. They read all that stuff. Why not counter on it and just jump on top of it? AEW, obviously, they do it all the time. They jumped right on top of it when Vince McMahon was going through all his stuff.
Yeah.
So, and you got Io Sky, you got her group. Why not expand your Japanese in the company? You have Nakamura. I know Tozawa's a whole different ballpark. You can bring Okada and whoever else they want to bring because, they do talk to New Japan people. They are a company, that wanted to counter the program in every way possible with AEW. You had All In. Hey, let's counter with Bastion Berlin. Hey, you got Will Ospreay. Well, let's get Okada.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not stir the pot up?
I mean, I can't argue it. I just think it's crap. It's a crap decision. But everything pro wrestling says maybe James WWE feels like they're in their can do no wrong stage right now.
Yeah,
Possibly.
yeah. They know
Uh,
they know they'll have their fan base still watching.
he
They're not
also
going to
says,
leave.
"What do you get from clout chasing Punk?"
I mean, their viewership has jumped just because of this. The referencing, it's all over the place.
Mike says James is always just wrong. Oh my god.
Hmm.
He's like James is not the biggest fan of Punk. He doesn't really care for Punk. So that's his
I'm
different. That's the thing.
Punk. I mean, look, I do want. I mean, it's really up to him. I think if it's either WWE or nothing. I know we have said that AEW, which I mean that would be a huge swerve. He's playing around with it, which you can't blame Punk playing around with it when he's on what is it, Cage? What is it, CFFL? I think that's what it is. And he has been throwing the references, here on Instagram numerous of times. Who
Yep.
knows? He could just play us all and say, "Yeah, I'm done with wrestling." I wouldn't be disappointed. I mean,
Ugh. What
let him
brands?
go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him just go stay at home with his wife. Go do
Matt
something else.
Matthew Lopez, great comment. Great comments. Sorry guys, still coughing, still getting over this cold I've been fighting. Mike says I'm a WCW original right along with the Attitude Era. Yeah. I was if you had to get me in 1997, I was watching more WCW than I was WWE. I mean, I was still channel flipping, right? But I was into WCW a lot more at the time than I was for WWF. But that all changed in like '98. Bobby says WWE 2K24 teaser Saturday. I hope so. Get the hype started early. Wonder if it will be current gen only. I know it would suck for a lot of us fans that don't have the current consoles, but I think it's time. Um, Look, I hope we get that teaser. I talk to Brian almost on a daily, and normally he'll like slide something to me. You know what I mean? If something's gonna happen, but he has not told me anything about a teaser this coming Saturday. So I don't want to get my hopes up of a teaser of 2K24, but we shall see. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Did they do it last year for Survivor Series? Because I don't remember them doing it for Survivor Series. I
Mm,
remember getting a full on trailer for Royal Rumble, but not Survivor
yeah, I
Series.
know Rumble.
Yeah.
It's a good question. I'll have to go back and check it out. I don't remember. Was it teased at all at Survivor Series? I would have to check it out again.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would. I know for sure Rumble.
Look, I hope we get one, guys. Like, because I know that everybody is really excited about it. But if you go on Twitter, it's a whole nother end. Like, I feel so bad for like um. So I know the woman that does the social media for WWE 2K,
Yeah,
and she's a sweetheart, dude. She's super nice, but she has to post all this stuff on her social media, right? To keep like just that's her
just
job. Like
keep it
she's
generating.
yeah,
Keep it going. Keep
that's her
going.
job
Yeah,
is to post the social media stuff
you
and
got
get
to be
people
on the
hyped.
clock.
Boy, if you go on a Twitter post for WWE 2K23, it is not pretty. It is not pretty at all, man. So I just feel so bad for her because I know they don't know who is posting that personally, but I do. I know her. She's fantastic. I've worked with her on the pro wrestling shoot before. She's awesome. She's really nice, and she follows us on Twitter as well. I won't give you guys her personal Twitter just because I don't want anybody attacking her, but she's she's a nice person, man, and that sucks that like she has to post all this stuff for WWE 2K23 and get the backlash from what the higher ups did for the mod ban. That really sucks, but um, it is. I mean, I guess it comes with the job, right? Like it's in the job
I
description.
mean,
Listen, you're gonna
hey,
have haters, you're gonna
yeah,
have lovers.
just keep posting, posting. We don't care.
Just keep swimming. Just
Don't
keep
flag
swimming.
anybody. Yeah.
Mike says fall brawl. Yeah, 100%. He says Great American Bash. He also says WCW Uncensored. Matthew Lopez says there's a better chance of revival of Sunday Night Heat than CM Punk returning to WWE. Wow. Wow, so Matthew Lopez has no faith that CM Punk is going to WWE.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard. I mean, look, I know he had the talks with him. Supposedly he did. I mean, would it be weird for you to see him come back? I mean, he had all his issues with him. I mean, that was some time ago. I know you can bury the hatchet. It's a whole different ballpark. No Vince. It's Triple H this time. So, but I
So
mean,
this
he
is
had issues
definitely
with
Chris
Tim.
Williams in the
Oh,
chat.
I knew it was. Oh, I knew it was Chris
I also think
Williams.
James
The minute you
shaved the
read that
mustache.
name, I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's one of those play on names, isn't it?
yeah, it is. It is.
Would you like to say it one more time, really slow?
No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Everything Pro Wrestling says, Jesse, you were playing Nitro or World Tour? I played them both, actually. I play like Nitro sucked, I thought, like because Nitro was like Thunder to me, and I just didn't like the gameplay from it was just so janky and weird. I preferred World Tour over Nitro. Hopefully that doesn't give me heat, but I think
Revenge.
World Tour was that was WCW versus the World, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, World Tour. Yeah, I would much prefer that. And that was the Aki engine. So that dude, the Nitro in the Thunder game was ass, bro. Like
You
I'm
want
not
to talk about that
I'm
backstage
yeah,
assault was terrible.
so that one I never played. I never picked that up. As soon as I read wrestling without a ring, I was like, I'm out. I don't need that. Like that's weird. Um Zully says I'm going to Friday Night SmackDown on December 1st. Hey man,
Hey,
hope you have a great time
yeah, where
because
is it
I might be
actually?
going to Raw on January 5th. I think that is what the wife
Hmm.
is doing for my birthday. She's getting me tickets for that. I don't know I don't know. If she does get me tickets to that, though, I'm also going to a better show, which is Prestige Roseland 7. I will be going to Prestige Roseland 7, and who knows, maybe the Pro Wrestling Shoot will sponsor the Prestige Roseland again. I don't know. I know that a lot of you guys are new to the channel, but Prestige is actually my home promotion, and me and James got to go to Roseland 2, and we sponsored that. Great event. Roseland 7 should be no short of spectacular. So
Yeah, Roseland
um,
7. Wow. And then we went to 2, right?
we went to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they're at 7.
Roseland 2. That's what we went to. Well,
Jeez.
so they busted out a lot of Roseland paper, a lot of Roseland shows within a year. I want to say they went to Portland a lot last year. So I don't know. Steve Kelly says if Punk wasn't back in WWE, then why put his X sign on Raw? I don't know. I didn't see the X sign. Did you see the X sign, James?
No, just the one that I know in the with the smoke. That's it on the poster.
Oh, that's so whack. That
I
that
mean,
I feel like
I
is a
mean,
stretch.
yeah, it's
I
very faint.
mean, like
There's a chance, I
back in
guess.
'97, everything pro wrestling said. I think he was talking about the game. Matthew Lopez says, "I agree. I was channel flipping, but I was more into WCW around until around Stone Cold Championship run in 1998." Yeah. So I think that was about. So as soon as Sting joined the Wolfpack, that's when I was like, all right, well, who's Hogan gonna go against now? You know what I mean? Like, so I was like,
It was
who's
kind of getting stale, and that was like the big thing was Hogan and Sting.
once they screwed up the Starcade finish for me, like I was just like, all right, well, Sting
That
was my
was
dude, man. Sting was my dude. So when they messed that up and Sting didn't become world champion there for a while, I was just, I was so over it. I don't know. Welcome back, Devin.
that was a good one.
Byron Cutler says my prediction for Royal Rumble surprises is CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock. That's a bold prediction. You think we get Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock both in the Rumble and
I'm gonna
CM
need.
Punk?
I wonder what your luck is in Vegas. Jeez.
Dude, if that happens, Byron, we are going to Vegas and I will fly you and we will go play some bets on the table because
Stone Cold, The Rock.
that is a major prediction right there. Devin says Nitro Thunder and World Tour were hard to play, but WCW Mayhem was fun, easy to play. WCW Mayhem was kind of, I think that was still kind of like that Aki engine, but it was, I thought Mayhem was the game that you could do more in compared to like a WCW versus NWO Revenge. And yeah, I don't know. Mayhem was all right, but I think that I had the most fun on that WCW versus NWO Revenge when it comes to the WCW games anyway. So yeah, it's just I don't know. Byron Keller says World Tour had all those weird characters. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. Everything pro wrestling. I need a stream with Jesse playing backstage assault. Probably never gonna happen. He said the rage will be fire. Oh man, I don't know. Look,
Wasn't
you
there
can.
a
I will stream me playing AEW Fight Forever, and you'll get all that same rage. I promise you. Isaiah Hill says my boy Randy is back. That's right, man. Randy Orton is coming back. It's gonna be good. Once Macho Man beat Sting just to switch the title back to Hogan in a Bret Hart heel turn, I was like, yeah. It was
Oh
too.
jeez.
There was a lot of stuff going on in WCW, man.
Oh, rest in peace, WCW.
Yeah, I still like going back and watching some of that old WCW though, man.
And you're
Mike
like, why
says,
did they do that? I was like, oh well, whatever.
Mike says Nitro backstage assault Thunder all sucks. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Jay Nitro, Backstage Assault, and Thunder. They can all suck it, bro. Jason says, "Who remembers WWF Attitude?" WWF Attitude was good because that was
it
like
was okay.
so the gameplay itself I was not a fan of, but I remember that game being the first one that had all the customization, right? Like you can customize the arena, you could, all that stuff. Like, well, the ring, I think. I can't remember customizing the
I think you were
stage so
very
much.
limited. Well, I think it was just the ring. I think you
It
couldn't
might
even
just be
touch
the
anything
ring, yeah.
else.
But I remember those days, dude. They were so much fun because I was like, dude, I'm gonna turn the ropes green. And I was so
Look at
excited
I got
about
a green
I
ropes.
don't know why I was so excited about that, but that little feature, I was like, this is awesome. Like the WWF Attitude had a lot of, so it was the playoff of Warzone,
I
but
think that was the
Attitude,
first one I ever played. What was it? Was it the
Attitude,
first one? Well, I think it was on the PlayStation. I think that was the first one I grabbed.
yeah. So look,
It
Attitude,
was
like I said,
okay. I mean, it wasn't
the gameplay was
terrible.
terrible, bro. Like I did not like up down down five. Oh, stunner, boom, and that
Yeah, it was
was
pin.
like
It was
I am not like that was straight terrible for me, dude. It was just there was too much going on for that game. I just couldn't do it. But it was better than the Warzone, and that was like your first leak into. I think Warzone came out around the same time as like WCW Nitro versus NWO Revenge, and I remember those two games going head to head. And I had friends that were a fan of the Attitude Era and stuff, right? That they were like, "Which game do you like better?" And I was like, "Bro, it's no contest. Like WCW versus NWO Revenge is playable. This is not like I don't
it's a
like
major
I'm
downgrade.
not doing 50 things to do a stunner, bro. I'm not doing it. Like it's just
Click
too much.
left, right, then click the analog stick in.
It's just so much, man. Devin says, "Do you think a Randy Orton showcase mode could happen? Also, could we see Burn in My Light and Broken Dreams return for Survivor Series?" That's a good question, man. I would like to see Broken Dreams return, just because he's heel now, right? So,
I think he
um,
has mentioned that he would do it. He's been asking for it.
I would hope to see that. I don't know about the other one, Burn in My Light, but I sure like that.
Bird in
I
My Life
like
was
that
classic.
theme way better than the voices. Personally, I like that
Yeah.
theme for Orton better.
Mm-hmm.
But no, let's skip Matthew. WWF Attitude was trash. So was WWF Warzone. Yeah, that's a fact, dude. Those games were just too much. It was so much, dude. Isaiah Hill says, "I want to see Randy new attire." You probably will get it. Me, WWF Attitude sucked, but so did Warzone. Mike says. Byron Cutler said Hardcore Holly in WWE 2K24. You're going to get Hardcore Holly
That's a
and
major
Mighty
reach.
Molly, but you're going to have to complete a couple of hidden objectives in the My Rise to get it.
And then you're
Conrad
gonna
will
get
keep you
attacked by
updated on what
Crash.
Conrad will keep you updated whether or not he unlocks them. Matthew Lopez says,
Oh,
"Man, who remembers ECW Hardcore Revolution and Anarchy Rules?" I remember those games. Those were
I
good,
remember
dude.
them.
Like it was good for the time because it was your first like ECW
ECW.
experience on a
Oh,
video
just
game.
playing a Royal Rumble on it was so cringe.
The game was terrible. Like the game was bad, but it was
It was the cool thing, like, hey, it's my first ever ECW game.
there's
But
so many
it
good
was
memories though on like all these old games. Dude, did you ever play this might be way before your time. But I grew up playing like WrestleFest, bro. Did you play WrestleFest at
no, I
all?
didn't. No, I didn't play
And the
WrestleFest,
arcade, you
man.
didn't get like were arcades a thing growing up for
Yeah,
you?
yes, there was arcades. I
Okay.
remember the one. I think it was the WrestleMania arcade game that was around.
Dude, yeah,
That was the
WrestleMania.
one. That
I
was
remember that.
remember.
That was way past, but WrestleFest was it, bro. Like that
No,
was so
I
much
don't think I
fun,
ever seen WrestleFest in the arcades.
dude.
Not
Fun
that I
story. So
remember.
Prestige came to Richland over here, and they did a theater show, right? In I don't know if it was William, the promoter of Prestige, or one of the guys on the crew. They brought the arcade WrestleFest in there for people to play during intermission. Dude, it was going off on intermission. I'm telling you, like
Which one? What?
WrestleFest.
No, I know. What show was it? I
It
know
was just a
Prestige.
random Prestige event. I can't remember the name of the Prestige event, but Carlito was there. I actually played Carlito in WrestleFest, and it was hilarious, dude. Like, so it was so much fun. Like, I don't know. I couldn't believe that they dragged this arcade game into the theater to play
Yeah,
while the
let's
show was
see.
going. It was something else, man. Um, see
Who's
here.
selling
Hold on. I just skipped the comment over here. Jason says it's 2023. Are people still giving WWF No Mercy as the best wrestling game ever for WWE? I remember as a kid growing up, and that game was highly well received. It depends on who you talk to about WWF No Mercy. To me, it's not the greatest, but that's personal preference, I guess. I can tell you this: when WWF No Mercy was out, I had an absolute freaking blast on that game. So
Yeah,
it was fun,
coming
and
home from school playing that, it was
it was the best of the Aki games. I will put it out there because
yeah,
there was more to do on No Mercy than any other Aki game that came out. So I loved that game for what it was. To me, the GOAT is still Here Comes the Pain. Like that was just I
that
had
was
more
yeah.
fun on that game than any wrestling game that's ever been released. So
Yeah,
um,
it's all the goofiness with that one, and then I had a friend
Shut
that
Your
had a
Mouth too. That was a
GameCube.
great game.
Yeah, shut your mouth. And then I had a friend that had what was it, Day of Reckoning, which is on GameCube.
Oh, so
So
dude, so much
I had
fun.
a friend that had a GameCube, so I was like, all right, let's play that.
I'm over here like I'm thinking that's my phone. It's your phone that's going off, buzzing on right on the microphone. I'm like, what the heck? I thought I put that on a
I got
vibrate.
people. Yeah, I got some important people. All right.
Yeah, was CM Punk. I'm not going to Survivor Series, brother. Just
Yeah,
let him know. Not
hey,
going.
my sources trust me, bro.
I got sources who's got sources that
I'll
never
tease
lie to
at
my
8.
other sources. Devin says I never played those
We're not
ECW games.
backtracking.
uh, Devin, if you get a chance, man, like it's probably not gonna be cool now. I mean, it wasn't cool then, but like, if you get a chance, man, and you can hook up to like a PlayStation, like an original PlayStation, go and check those ECW
Yeah,
games out,
those
man. Good
ECWs
times.
are cheap. Here you go. If you want a WrestleFest in your house, they got one on sale on eBay for about 4,500.
It's not gonna work for me, brother. I need that Amazon link
Or unless you
in my
want a
description.
tabletop one or a tabletop one for 1,000.
Well, I'm good. I'm good on that. Bobby says, for the future games, what about a what if mode, for example? Go back and relive what would have happened if Brock Lesnar lost at WrestleMania 30, alternate timelines. That would be pretty interesting, actually. That's a first time I've
Let's
ever heard that.
let's go back to WrestleMania 9 and have Yokozuna beat Hogan.
Let's go back. What if Brett never screwed Brett? Would and he didn't get kicked in the head by that damn Bill Goldberg.
Go back
That's
to
too much.
WrestleMania 7 when we were going to be in Los Angeles. Then we had threats.
Man, what if Triple H put Booker T over at WrestleMania 19, brother? Isaiah
What
Hill,
if Flair beat Shawn and didn't retire?
What if Shawn beat Taker and didn't have to retire? Isaiah Hill, WWE 2K24, my rise. That's the whole comment right there. Just my rise. Let's go. Byron Color says Raw 2 had underrated features. Dude, I've been saying this. Look, I've been
I don't
talking
even think
about
I ever played Raw 1 or 2. I
dude,
know it was
Raw
on the
1
original
and Raw
Xbox.
2. The Raw 1 was the first game that you could do a run in from. I had never seen that until Raw 1. Raw 2 came out and it had even better features, dude. And some of the camera cuts that it had, some of the finishers that happened in the game, like the animations looked awesome. Not so much the gameplay, like the gameplay wasn't the best, but they had features in that was just like underrated, dude. It was one of the first games that you can go in and change somebody's attire, like completely customize it in any way. You could put hair on Goldberg if you wanted. Like there was like all sorts of stuff that you could
Yeah,
do that I was like,
yeah.
man, like
It's
why
sad
didn't they put this in the
because
2K games?
I have no, I didn't have an original Xbox, but I know I got my uncles to give me what was it, WrestleMania 21 or what was it called? I can't
I'm
remember what
not
it was. It was
sure.
for the Xbox.
They had WrestleMania night. Oh, WrestleMania 21.
Was it WrestleMania 21? It was one of those
Because
WrestleMania
19
games.
was on the GameCube. WrestleMania 19 was on GameCube. Game was
Was it
terrible,
GameCube?
by the way.
Let me see. Yeah, WrestleMania 21, Become a Legend. Yeah, that's what it was on the Xbox.
Okay.
That was terrible.
I think I did play that one too.
Very terrible. I didn't like it.
Everything Pro Wrestling says, bro, I got a link for you guys. What's the link? Matthew Lopez says, my first handheld wrestling game was WWF Superstars for Game Boy. Yeah, I remember those Game Boy games. Those are dope.
Jeez.
Zoli says, yes, I love that game for Nintendo
Nintendo.
64. Jason says, WWF No Mercy was so well praised, and I remember the main thing they loved was the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, it's the Aki engine, man. There is a hardcore fan base for that Aki engine. So
Do you have a 64 or no?
I do. I have
You
No
do.
Mercy too.
I think I did have No Mercy, but the cartridge went out.
Yeah, I got No Mercy, and I have WCW versus NWO Revenge. I have both of those games. So I actually bought a Nintendo 64 like 6 or 7 years ago, just randomly, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get my hands on No Mercy, and
Yeah, and they
you
were
know,
cheap too. They were like
yep,
maybe
yep.
10
And
$15.
I got No Mercy, and I got WCW versus NWO Revenge. I had to get them, dude. So I have those in my collection. They're I couldn't tell you where they're at, but I got them
Yeah,
somewhere.
they're in the closet, probably collecting dust.
Yeah,
But they're there.
probably.
Same with the
Probably.
PlayStation games.
Everything Pro Wrestling said, my bad, James. Mike says, could it be locked behind my faction? Could what be locked behind my faction? Let me see here. In the arcade played WrestleFest, WWE Superstar
See.
or WWF
Yeah,
Superstars.
I had the
Arcade.
WrestleMania one. That was the one that was in the arcades.
I don't know, man. That'd be cool if they did put like a little mini game, like an attached like WrestleFest. I know that they won't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They won't do that though, because once again, licensing that WWE doesn't want to pay for. That's why we don't have like an era mode or anything else like that. Like if you did get an era mode, you would only get limited people in the game, right? Because it's once again contract issues. It's wild.
And what they'll allow, what WWE will allow, not, that's just their preference.
Yeah. Isaiah Hill says, I'm ready to see new commentary team for WWE 2K24. Yay, no more Byron. Man, Byron's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you get
I actually
Byron?
talk to him on Facebook every now and then. He's a cool guy, man.
Yeah. Do you have him do ring announcing?
I would have him do. I think. Look,
he did it
Byron
one time.
is a
He
lot
was
of fun. If you go to a house show, Byron's a lot of fun. Like that, Byron has. He's a great host, I would say. Maybe not have him on commentary just because I don't know. A lot of people don't like him on commentary, but I would hope Wade Barrett does the commentary for this 24. So I've heard he
I've
is.
never been to a house show. They don't do commentary at those shows, right? Not that it would matter. Okay.
No, Byron is usually the host. It depends on where you go, but
do they have ring announcer tables or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what I
You've never been to a house show, James?
No, I've never.
Oh, bro, you got to check one out.
I've always preferred to go to the main shows, either Raw or SmackDown.
You should check out a live show one of these times.
Yeah,
they're cheap.
So they had them.
You get a better experience. Like you can get all your stuff signed. Like I got my belt signed by Cody at this last one.
Actually, the house show. Let me think. I know they always do them like at it used to be called the Staples Center. I know they do that around Christmas. And then I know the other ones. I see there's one in Palm Springs, and then pretty much up north.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Steve Kelly
says, here comes the pain. You should go to one, though. You should. Mike says, No Mercy was good. Zolly says, all those games, the Xbox. Can they remaster an old WWE game? No, they can't. You'll never get a remaster on any of those. Played Day of Reckoning, Mike says. Yeah, Day of Reckoning was great. Day of Reckoning 2 was even better.
Yeah.
2 was excellent, man. I remember Day of Reckoning 2 having the titles look the most realistic. Like that always
and all the goofiness in this was just so it was iconic. It worked. It was kind of like here comes a pain.
Mixed in with like No Mercy.
Well, mixed in, yeah.
it felt very similar to both games. I don't know. It was really cool. Bobby says Day of Reckoning GameCube was the best for sure, man. I wish GameCube had that online, man. Like that online.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
so fun.
Yeah. That's why I got addicted to 06 and 07 because the ridiculous stuff you can do online.
Yeah, Steve Kelly. What if Hogan never slammed Andre the Giant? What if Stone and then we're putting in the what ifs now. What if Stone Cold Steve Austin ran the WWE?
You can, and here comes the pain. You can own the company.
Who remembers WCW at Disney MGM Studios? This guy. I remember all of that. That was great, dude. It was great. Like it's not great now that you go back and watch it, but as a kid, I was like, this looks cool. It's all
Now it's like, ugh,
spinning
what's
ass
this?
ring. It's all goofy. Like as a kid, you're like, oh, that's cool, man. Like I like it. But when you're older,
Now
you're like,
it's like, ugh.
what is even that?
Yeah, that's why this is why it died.
Isaiah says Wade and Corey and Michael WWE 2K24 3-man booth. Yep, I think that's what we're getting to. Gabe says house shows are great. Yeah, see, there you go, man. Go to a house show, dude. They're fun, and you get more interactive with like the wrestlers and stuff. There's
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
it's a
No,
whole
they
different
don't.
experience.
They don't have like limitations like compared to a live show. So I've heard and saw videos, and if you're lucky, you could get a title change. I don't think they do this anymore.
Do you think this is the right match to be having for Survivor Series?
I mean,
is this the right call? Because this, I don't know, for Rhea.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put her in War Games. To be honest, Zoe Starks. I mean, yeah, I mean she got some footing with her with Trish Stratus. Facing Becky Lynch, so she got somewhat, looked at.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really, I'm trying to think who's Rhea. I mean, she pretty much almost beat everybody. I mean, Raquel would probably be the best fit to fight her, but I guess this is the matchup they're going with. I would have just thrown it into War Games.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm surprised she's not in that, but I mean, I understand the storyline base in it.
What about Carlito, man? I'm excited to see Carlito back in the match.
You know what? I don't watch SmackDown often, but I seen obviously we heard what was going to happen, that Santos Escobar was going to turn on Ray, and he was fantastic in NXT the few times I watched him, and Carlito being on a pay-per-view. I remember I saw this. It's been since
2006.
Over was it 6 or 7 that he fought at Survivor Series or something like that? Or pay-per-view.
2006
I don't remember.
2007? I can't remember. Yeah.
Something
it's one
like
of those.
that.
It's been a minute.
Honestly, this is gonna boost Santos Escobar. I thought it was fantastic work. And Carlito for sure. Now this one here, yeah. I don't know. Babyface Miz, it didn't work before. I don't think it's gonna work now. I just don't think so. And I was like,
he tried the babyface when we were in LA.
I mean, that
was when he was first starting the whole babyface thing.
I didn't think about it that way. I thought, oh, well, he's in Los Angeles. He was the big Hollywood thing.
But that's when it started. It started there, and then it actually all that stuff that was
when he was going
on TV.
Yeah, I think he was bagging on Dan O'Brien.
Yeah,
right. I think that's what. So I thought, oh, he's just bagging him, and he's in LA. That's his hometown.
Yeah,
but Face Miz.
It's actually not his hometown. He's from Cincinnati, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but I get it, but with the whole Hollywood Miz stuff. So,
are we only getting 4-on-4 for women's War Games?
That's what it looks like.
So I listened to the podcast from Everything Pro Wrestling. I didn't actually. He said presented by Ruffles. I didn't actually think that this was presented by Ruffles until I seen this flyer. That's great, bro. That is great.
Survivor Series presented by Ruffles, or
it better be presented by the cheese Ruffles, because this is as cheese as it gets, man. I'm so tired of these sponsors. Hopefully, it's not all over the ring, and we get to see the War Games theme.
Ruffles War Games. You get
Ruffles.
Here's the
about to get rough in this ring. Is there gonna be 5-on-5, or are we waiting for another entry, or is it 4-on-4?
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's gonna be a 4-on-4. I mean, if it's 5, you could stick Ray in there, but what do you stick with the other side?
Jade.
I mean, you can. I mean,
look, I've said it since the beginning.
I've heard conflicts about it. I've heard that they're kind of retracting, saying, "Yeah, we don't think she's ready yet."
No, that's some Dave Meltzer crap. I seen that headline, and was
that Dave? Okay.
Yes, that was Dave, and you know what? Don't believe it. Jade Cargill is training every day at the Performance Center. They're obviously teaching her the
Yeah.
WWE way of doing things. I have said it since the beginning. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Jade until WrestleMania. I just don't see it.
Or
Maybe she
Rumble.
enters the Rumble,
That's what I'm thinking. Rumble or some. Maybe she just does
but I don't
vignettes.
see her like popping in on Survivor Series. I've heard of people mad that she's not on this card. It's like, dude, give her time, because when she shows up, it's going to be worth it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I think it's going to stay on a 4-on-4 basis. That's the way I'm
Did we
seeing
do
it.
4-on-4 last year? I think that we did
I
five
think
on
it's
five.
been. Let me double check. I saw a photo of because I know that this is what the fourth women's war games. Let me double check that one.
Do you think they planned on having a 5-on-5 and they couldn't get that signing that AEW got, or who was it? Not AEW, it was somebody else. Was going after the other I forget her. I'm having a blank right now, but there was somebody that was a free agent that just signed with another
oh,
company over WWE.
that's
You know what I'm talking about?
who for the women?
Yeah, for the women. Yep. She was going to join the faction. They had plans on her joining the faction
What's her name? Yeah, from
with
Stardom.
yeah,
Starts
from
with
Stardom. Yep.
I forgot how to pronounce it. Gilead? Is that how you pronounce it?
I can't remember.
Is that who you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not too familiar with her, but yeah, that I think maybe they were trying to go for a 5-on-5 with her added, and maybe they would have thrown Jade on the team with Belair, but
Yeah, let me
I
see.
don't know.
So let's see. Okay. They had one, two. Okay, They have had. Let me say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there was 5-on-5 one year. All the other
Yeah,
ones were, let's see, NXT 4. They've had it 1 year.
with 5-on-5, and that was the one year that they ran
That
Survivor
was the one
Series.
with Damage Control, Rhea,
Yep.
and then you had Nikki.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
Isaiah Hill says Raquel Rodriguez. Byron Cutler says we need a RPG WWE game, a arcade WWE game, and a simulation WWE game. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird that WWE is not jumping on board and producing more video games. You would think that they would get different styles, but I think 2K is just where it's at for
yeah,
WWE.
just wrestling
Kind of
wise, and that's
strange,
it.
but
Yeah.
it's strange if you ask me. I don't know. I out of all the games that WWE was pumping out, maybe they don't want to take a chance at one of these games failing in sales or whatever,
I
because
think they're just keeping on a rhythm. Like, let's just do the 2K
okay, we can
game,
keep up
the
with, right?
sport,
Like we know it's
yeah,
going to sell, so
yeah,
that's
the
one
game,
that we're
sport,
doing.
playing. Yeah, that's it. They just want to stick with one general thing. Maybe throw an arcade game in there on the phone. That's
Yeah,
about it. I
hard.
know Supercard is going well from what I've heard. It's still going.
It's ridiculous. After they get my faction and everything, so it's yeah. Mike says hardcore Holly. Bobby says prediction. Ray puts Santos over at WrestleMania 40. Could be. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Devin says we will we ever get a 5-on-5 war games in WWE 2K24? Yeah, I think you will. I don't think
I
that's
mean, you get
impossible.
what do you get 10 in the Rumble at once, or is it 8?
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they have, I mean, they could push to have 10 people in the ring. I mean,
Byron Cutler says production damage control. Mike says I want to SmackDown back in the days when it came to Rochester, New York. I was on TV in the third. Nice, man. That's always fun, man. When you spot yourself out on TV, it's pretty
right?
cool.
It's always like, oh, that was me. That's the back of my head.
Yeah,
I saw
You
that.
see my finger in the air? That's my finger. That's my finger.
That was
over
me.
there.
You see my phone? It's right there with the dent. Yeah, no, I went back and actually saw Full Gear, and I was like, oh, hey, there's me with the beanie.
Byron says
Slam.
Jade or Liv, and Julia.
Yeah.
Byron says Julia. So it's like, let me see here. Devin says, I have to agree with you on the Jade issue. For example, for The Rock in late '96, people have to wait for him to debut, and and he finally showed up with that goofy haircut at Survivor Series in '96. Rocky Maivia, man. And Mike says, nah. I'll pronounce Julia, but it's with a G.
The one with the G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julia with a G, whatever. Mike says easy win for Rhea. I think Raquel is underrated. I'm not a fan of Raquel personally. Like I can't really. I don't know. Maybe she is underrated. I don't know. Miz is from Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, not Cincinnati. Did I say
Yeah, yeah,
Cincinnati? Cleveland. That's
yeah.
right.
I know he's from Cleveland, just the
Yeah.
way he was portraying. I mean, it was like JBL. Well, I'm from New York. I'm a Texan.
I think I was thinking of Mox. He's from Cincinnati, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Mike says easy win for Gunther. Yeah. So let's get those predictions out. Actually, so I'm actually going with Santos on this one.
yeah,
I don't think Carlito wins this match.
yeah. I don't see Carlito winning this match. I'm still bummed that he doesn't have his theme song. They have him going with the dancing merengue one, whatever. I don't know why. I don't know what the reasons is behind it, but Santos needs a win here. He was perfect hill in NXT. He needs a win here. He really does.
I'm with you, man. And obviously, Gunther is winning this match. I don't think there's much to say after that. Rhea, I'm going with Rhea on this. You don't. They're just like three easy. Well, not three, but at least two
Like,
easy
okay,
matches.
out of the three for the besides War Games, I'd probably be more excited for Santos and Carlito. The other two,
Yeah,
nah, maybe Gunther just to see what how fast he
maybe Miz
finishes it.
and Gunther surprise you. Let's just wait and see. Maybe Miz pulls something out of the tank, man, that shocks you here. I think that Damage Control wins this.
Yeah, I think Damage Control wins this one. I think whoever takes the pin, um, Bailey's gonna get pissed. I think she's gonna go for the pin, and someone throws her off, and Io Sky or one of them, steals the pin from her. And she's all pissed off. That's what I think. There's gonna be tensions rising.
And then you got Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre going up against Cody Rhodes, Team Cody, and Randy Orton making his return. So I'm definitely going Team Cody on this one, but I think something happens in this match. That's my prediction. I think something big happens in this match. Either we get a Randy turn, or something happens that furthers a feud along into Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think it's if you're gonna push the ante with Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, I think probably Jay ends up turning on Orton, probably turning on Cody as well, and going back to the Bloodline, and the whole group is back together, just to push it more for WrestleMania. Or it could be the other way around. Randy turns on Jay.
Mike says easy win for Gunther. My prediction will be Damage Control for the other one. He says new leader will be Asuka. They will kick Bailey out. Could be.
Yeah,
Could be the thing,
I
man.
think if I had to put that for WrestleMania, I think you might just get Bailey and Io Sky at WrestleMania 40. It's either her or Dakota Kai.
So, and my other prediction, obviously, if Shinsuke Nakamura does come out and we have a match or whatever, we have that prediction match. Whoever comes out following Shinsuke loses. That's my prediction.
Oh, they haven't announced the match at all. He's
No.
coming. He hasn't said anything. I think it might just go longer.
They
I
might.
don't know who he's waiting for, or unless he's waiting for somebody like
He mentioned Chicago, so why would he mention Chicago if nothing was
Did he
happening there?
mention?
Once again, yeah.
Who
So
knows?
he mentioned Chicago for Survivor Series. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Isaiah Hill says, "I dig Raquel Rodriguez. I see her future as a champ. Yeah, it could be, man." Byron says cash in. I don't think that we're gonna get cash in at
I
War
mean,
Games.
it would be. I mean, they would probably tease it. A
Maybe
cash in during the War Games.
it could. Could. I don't see it happening though. I don't see the cash in going there.
Just for your sakes and everyone else's sake, you better hope Cody does not get hurt because you know who is on the phone.
Well, it ain't The Rock. I'll tell you that. He's making a movie.
Well, he can always, have alternatives.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
just like he always did it every year before that too. Huh,
I know.
James?
I know.
Sorry, can't get injured. Oh, I can't put Robin over in this match because it's gonna make my Black Adam character look weak.
I haven't
Get outta
trained
here.
enough. I don't feel
Get out of here, Dwayne. We don't need you, Dwayne.
I mean, okay, I guess what would be the backup plan if he got hurt? Is there,
I don't know.
Who,
We
who
could
would
do
you
we could
call?
do it. I don't think Cody, even if he got hurt, Cody's
Like,
wrestling.
I'm pretty sure.
He'd have to be a really serious injury for him to not.
Like if whoever. I mean, I would presume he's gonna do the moonsault. At some point in this match, I would think, and hopefully they catch him.
Got 4 months. Be all right.
Mm.
Be all right. Devin says my prediction: Team Cody will win with an RKO for Dominic or Priest. It's a good prediction. Matthew Lopez says new leader of Damage Control is Dakota Kai.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Why wouldn't it be EO? You know, maybe because Dakota could talk for him. Maybe that's probably.
Yeah, I mean that was the Vince McMahon way. You can't speak English, you're not champ.
Yeah, see, so Matthew Lopez says Nakamura in the video says he's going to call out the person instead of waiting for them. There you go. CM Punk returned to Chicago.
I'm curious what they do tomorrow on Dynamite. Do they do any teasing that he's? Do they present
Bobby
the
says,
devil?
I think Randy turns heel, or this starts the new beginning of the end for Judgment Day because they tease a breakup and left it on a cliffhanger. Could happen, man. Could happen. Listen, guys, I'm excited for this Saturday for Survivor Series, but most of all, I'm excited for Thanksgiving, family time. I will do my best to get a couple of videos out next week. I will record one to release this coming week. Well, actually, I'll probably release one around maybe Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll give you guys something to watch on Thanksgiving if you got time.
The
But
gobbledygooker.
yeah, maybe Friday. Maybe
Who
I'll
knows?
drop
Who
one
knows?
Friday. We'll see. But I got one coming soon, and then I will try to get two more for next week. It's been hectic. I've been sick, so I haven't been able to pump out as much content as I normally do. But I didn't even go live this last Sunday, and lately we've been running 2 lives a week. So
And
maybe
it's the holidays.
this Sunday I will go live again, and we will run this Survivor Series talk back and see how everybody felt about the show. If
Let's
CM
see.
Punk's back,
Let's
we'll
see. Are
talk
you
about it.
happy or are you gonna be pissed? We'll see how it is.
Yeah, and maybe they drop a teaser for 2K24, and we could talk about the teaser trailer, and we could talk about everything that
Watch
they
it be
put in it.
Nakamura teasing. Oh, it's for 2K24. That's what I was
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for. I'm calling it
yeah.
out. Hey,
I'm
2K,
calling.
I want those mods.
I'm calling it out, brother. Bring the mods back. Give me the mods. But yeah, I'm excited for family time, man. I hope you guys are too. Don't take it for granted because you never know what's going to happen in your days.
Yeah.
Today, I got a pretty sad phone call from an old friend that I found out had passed away yesterday. Same age as me. So yeah, it's crazy. So, this Thanksgiving, man, just hug your loved ones that much tighter.
Reach out to them, even though you're not, if you're not going to spend the holidays with them, or if it's just other circumstances out of state. I mean,
Yeah.
we've all been through that issue too. Same with me. I know for the last year, with my grandmother being sick for some time, it was the same thing. So it was just, my mom and dad and brother, and then me and my girlfriend going for Thanksgiving. But just reach out to them regardless. I
Yeah.
know just one phone call.
Yeah, 100%,
It's
man.
it's
Like I know it's about the food and the good times, but mainly it's just about being with the ones you love. So,
yeah,
yeah, man.
always,
Just
because you don't do it often. It's you never know. The next day is not given. Just give them a call, saying hello. Just something small. It doesn't even have to be something big. Just check it in.
yeah, 100%, man.
No,
And on that note, guys, follow us everywhere at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Why, James?
because branding matters.
At the Pro Wrestling Shoot everywhere. Go and check us out on Twitch, guys. If you're over here on YouTube and you want to watch us game, go on Twitch. I'm going to be on there as soon as I hop off of here. I'm going to go play some Call of Duty, man. And it's going to be on Twitch. So if you want to see us game, go over on Twitch at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Give us a follow. That platform is struggling for us. I think we got a total of 35 followers or something small. Like, we ain't even in the triple digits yet, man. We need some love over there. So if you guys want to enjoy watching us game or whatever the case, just come and hang out with us. Twitch is the place to be. Go and check us out on TikTok also. Everywhere you can at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. The most 3 active places that we are is, besides YouTube, is Twitch, TikTok, and X. So go and follow us at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. I'm Jesse. He's James. We'll see you next week right here on the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Take it easy. Pro! Pro!